Are you up for causing some trouble? Grab your torches, grab your pitchforks, we're marching on Airfix. Hello everyone, my name is Jason, this is Model Kit Stuff, and today we're focused on one of the most iconic model kits ever made. No two ways about it, no arguments. It's this, the Airfix HMS Victory. So released originally in 1965, she has been reboxed so many times, but pretty much permanently on catalogue ever since. Why? Because she is a British icon. All around the world, people know HMS Victory, people know Nelson, people know the Battle of Trafalgar, and there is nothing more iconic or quintessentially British when it comes to ships than the longest serving warship in the world, because she's still in service today. Yes, HMS Victory, I've visited her many times. I have strong family connections. My grandfather served on her, training new recruits and what have you. So yeah, I love this kit, and I first built it when I was about 13. It was the second tall ship I ever built, and I did a really good job of it. But I didn't do the sails and I didn't do the rigging. I just built the plastic parts and I loved it. And it stayed in prime position on my shelf for many years. A few years ago, I decided to revisit her and build her again. And I bought a boxing of her from the 90s. And it had tons of sink, it had tons of flash. We had warped yard arms and beams and deformed parts, and it was horrendous, and it ended up going in the bin. And so last year I bought it again, because since this was released in 1965 we have learnt so much more about Victory as she was during the Battle of Trafalgar. And so a lot of what's depicted in this model is no longer correct. So the great big davits hanging off the stern quarters and the stern galleries, they shouldn't be there. The anti-bombardment protection on the poop deck is missing. I mean, it's missing on the actual ship, but it's also missing on the model. So we know so much more. But the journey that Airfix have been on since 1965, and especially in recent years, means that if they were to retool her now, imagine how splendid that would be. How beautiful and crisp the moulding would be, how much more accurate it would be, and how much they could do with that kit now to make it something that people would want to revisit. I would certainly love to build a newly tooled HMS Victory. Now, there are tons and tons of Victory kits out there, from the large scale Hella one to a huge range of wooden ship kits and smaller scale ones from other companies such as Revell and Zvezda and people like that. Why? Because she's one of the most famous ships in the world. So there are lots of her. But sales of HMS Victory are declining for Airfix. And I personally think, and I have no way of proving this, and I know Airfix don't necessarily agree with me, that people like me are buying the older tooling to get a crisper moulding. So I bought this last year. I didn't buy the vintage classic one because I was concerned about what I was going to get in the box. So I bought this one that was released in 1972. And I know at least 2 other people that bought HMS Victory last year, and they did the same as me. So right now, Airfix have talked about retooling. So they also think it's probably a good idea, but they've backed away from actually committing to do it because of the drop of sales. This is where you step in, because if you would buy an HMS Victory from Airfix because they'd retooled it and it was as accurate as possible, as we know it should be for Trafalgar, would you buy it? Because if we can convince Airfix there's enough people out there that would buy it, they would retool it. And we need to take the uncertainty away from Airfix. So if you're an Airfix fan, or you're an HMS Victory fan, and you love building model ships, then I need you, and Airfix needs you. Put a comment in. Yes, I would buy one. That's what we need to know. Airfix will watch this. I will put this video under the nose of Dale if I get enough people admitting that they would buy a new tooled HMS Victory. So share this video with everybody you know that would be interested. Share it on the other YouTube channels. Share it on the model forums. Share it on Facebook. Get everybody aware of this video and get everybody commenting below. I would buy a new tool HMS Victory from Airfix, and let's show Dale that he doesn't need to be scared and that he can do this for all of us. Thanks for watching. I look forward to your comments. Let's make this happen.